Welcome to Bella and Wine this Thursday morning. You're with me, Daphne Eiking.
And myself, Lisa Wong. It's Friday. Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. I'm not really? Yay! You got my spirits up for a moment there.
It's Thursday, so I know Bella and Wine is about setting you up for what to enjoy and how to get the best of your weekend.
Yeah. So it's all about being healthy, keeping fit, maintaining that figure that you've been working so hard on.
Yes.
And all this and more only on Bella and Wine.
Now, we ladies love, looking pretty, and you know what they say, looking beautiful is a science as much as an art.
Really?
Yeah.
Artful?
Artful.
For me, maintaining that figure, it's painful. It's not arty-farty whatsoever, man.
Well, when it comes to being a science, have you heard of this what do you call it, far infrared ray, a technology that astronauts use to keep healthy while in space? Well, now that is made available to the masses.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful things. Now, I'm absolutely, I have no idea whatsoever, but we have two guests with us to speak more about this particular technology that has been translated to a slimming device.
Yes.
And we have with us, of course, Datuk Paduka Noor Aini, who's a Goodwill Ambassador for Zazen. She's also one of the users, as well as Yasota Krishna, who's the CEO of Zazen Health Solutions. Good morning. Welcome to Bella.
Morning.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about this technology.
Infrared.
Okay, well, let's start off by telling you a little bit about how it would be beneficial for us.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. The technology has been around for many years. Yeah, but it's just like you said, it's not been available to the masses. And now with a box that is just 4x4 and 6 feet in height, you can actually put it in your home, either in your bedroom or your gym or your study room, and you just sit inside for 30 minutes and you sweat away your toxins and you burn 600 to 900 calories.
So when you sit inside this little cocoon, this cabin, what is happening to your body?
Okay. You can actually start off with the room temperature, as in there's a panel where you set in the temperature and the timer.
Okay.
Right? So you set a temperature that is comfortable for you. Not too much, not too little, right? Probably you can go up to a maximum of about 42 degrees, right?
Whoa.
But it starts with room temperature, right? And it's not as hot as the conventional sauna because these rays are very comfortable. It's actually a ray from the sunlight, right? But why it's called far infrared is because it's the ray which is the furthest from the sun, which is the most beneficial for human as well as any organic.
So it's not bad for the skin?
It's not. Okay. It doesn't tan you. It's extremely safe. And it's a proven technology.
Okay.
It's even used in medical devices, in some of the medical devices, so it's absolutely safe. It's just that now for our current lifestyle, we don't have much time to exercise and we are totally stressed up and you're always looking for a solution that fits your routine, right? And sometimes all you have is just 30 minutes to do something. So the best is to get into this cabin, set the timer, put in a nice soothing music or something that you can even dance with, right?
Like I do.
And you can even go in with your friend or you can go with your mom or even with your husband.
There's three sizes.
Three sizes.
So, yeah.
The most popular one, of course, is the two-seater where couples can go in and friends.
This sounds very nice and comfortable.
Very cozy.
Very cozy.
Very cozy.
It is cozy, but
So
it's
how long have you been using this?
I came on board this entire thing because I wasn't feeling well. So for me, it's a threefold thing. There's the beauty part of it, which was the original reason why I wanted to try it, and then there's the medical, and then there's also the therapeutic.
Right.
So I actually started as an active user because of the medical.
And how does it work in medical terms?
It just really does bring down your stress levels, and when you're in that rest and relaxed mode, everything kind of works out in a very satisfactory way. So I went in there a little skeptical, as most people are, because my blood pressure just shot sky high. And when Yaso suggested to me that, you know, why don't I give it a try? And I thought, well, why not? And so I got in, and she started me off on a very moderate level.
Right.
And I have to tell you, Daphne and Lisa, that even after one session, I came out and I thought, okay, this is the thing for me, because I really did feel better.
Is it an alternative to exercise, or you can complement it both, or you can just do without exercise whatsoever?
Okay, I wouldn't say you can just do without exercise. I
Right.
would say this is a passive exercise, because not everyone can take a very heavy routine like going for a run or working out in the gym, yeah? And not everybody can actually push themselves or exert themselves that way. So this is a passive exercise, meaning that you still get the benefits of whatever you do during your exercise workouts, but it's just done in a way where you're just seated inside the cabin and your heart rate still goes out, and you still get your cardio workout, and you still build your metabolic rate, and you still sweat away your toxins, and you tone up. It's just that
You tone up?
You
Oh,
tone
yes.
up. Yes, you
Certainly.
do. You do.
Just can't-
So
yeah.
it's just,
Imagine how
Because
it
you're
works.
not working out, you're not moving. So
Yeah.
how is that toning up part occur?
okay, as you sit in the cabin, you're actually, because of the temperature of the body goes up, you actually burn your fats. Yeah, so actually, and as when you burn your fats, you actually tone up. Yeah.
So the fat layers melt away, and then what you see the definition of your muscles.
Do you have to go in with special clothing, or you just go
Nah,
naked? or?
Well, no, I just wrap a towel around me.
Right.
Yes, and I've got one of those cabins that has a glazed glass.
Okay.
So in there, well, you know, I'll just leave that to your imagination.
But that's just it, because
yeah.
shouldn't the rays go, you know, to
Yeah,
every
exactly.
part
But
of
you
your
know,
surface of your
you're in
skin?
there and you've got your privacy anyway. Unless
Right.
you go in for the two-seater and it's someone with you know very well that's looking. You know?
I see,
And then
I
you've
see.
got the family one as well,
wow.
which I think can
depends.
accommodate up to 4.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happiest in the two-seater actually.
Okay.
Although I go in alone, because that gives me slightly more space in which to
Right.
move. And as I mentioned to you earlier, I'm someone that needs to do a little bit of physical. There's a little bit of
and stuff,
physical activity in there, and I actually do my belly dancing in there. Yeah, so I've got lovely.
Did you just say you do a belly dancing in there?
Yes, a little bit, you know, because I've got the belly dancing music, because I don't want the music to be too fast.
Right.
I want something that's soothing. So I just pop into the CD player, something that's very soothing, but at the same time, I want to be knowing that I'm actually moving every
Right.
part of me, and the best way that I can do this is with belly dancing.
Wow, so you
And-
actually pump up the benefits then.
Yeah.
Could be double.
Triple in my case, because
And
I'm
you
also...
like sweat buckets of sweat.
Oh, well, you know, as I was saying earlier on, the first time I tried it, I walked out and I thought that was it. That was
Right.
the end of my life, because I opened up. You know, I opened the door,
Right.
and I just rolled out, and boom, you know, I was drenched in sweat. And basically, as I keep saying this to the lay person,
Right.
then you know something's happening to you, because you're not sitting there just looking pretty. You're actually sweating. So when you're sweating, something's happening. You know, the technological part, as Yaso explained, but as a user, you yourself can tell your body is actually reacting to whatever is happening here, because you're actually sweating.
So biologically, you're saying that your blood pressure came down.
Yes, it did.
And apart from that, what other benefits did you?
Well, as I said, you know, there's the healing. There's the healing benefits for me, because the time that I spend in there, I actually feel that my body is reacting in a positive way to whatever is happening, and that for me works a lot in terms of my well-being. You know, you talk about wellness, and there's also the well-being.
Did you lose weight as well?
I wasn't in there to lose weight, but I would say that I did. You know, I was in there really just for the because I wanted to bring my blood pressure down, which happened, alhamdulillah, and also because I wanted to be less stressed about the entire thing. But at the same time, then you start seeing other things that's happening to your body, and I keep saying this. I'm slightly addictive to it now.
How many times
which
do you
is
do this in a week per se?
well, you're not
Because it's
meant-
about 30 minutes,
Yeah,
right? One
yeah.
session. Okay.
You're not meant to do it more than once a day. But there are times when I feel like, could I be doing it twice? But Yasu tells me that's absolutely not necessary.
Okay.
Absolutely not necessary.
And I think the addictive feeling, like what Topan is mentioning, is that it's just that you're addicted to the good feeling, because if we've never experienced our body and ourselves at our best, you know, and once you are sitting in the cabin and you're beginning to feel good, it's not that you're addicted to the cabin, you're actually addicted to the body being at its best.
To the feel
Yes,
good.
when you
Yeah,
see
feel good.
results,
Yeah.
right? You obviously want to go back again.
And then you want to keep going in because, and even if you don't sit in it for like 3 or 4 days, you start missing it because it feels so good. And I think one of the things that I want to add on is that regards to stress, right? I think most imbalances happens to us when we are stressed out.
Right.
We eat more and we can't hardly sleep, and the whole biological system goes haywire. The hormonal, everything goes
They do,
just
yes.
crazy, right?
Yes.
Now, when you sit in the cabin for 30 minutes, one of the first things that happens to your body is that there's a shift in your autonomic nervous system, which
Okay.
is, I know this sounds a little bit heavy.
Scientific, yeah.
Yeah, but it's very simple. It is just basically moving from a sympathetic, which is fight and flight and stress,
Right.
to a parasympathetic mode, which is calm, relaxed, and rested.
Is it safe for pregnant women or for lactating women?
We don't recommend it for pregnant
Okay.
women because
Of the rays that they said. But for breastfeeding moms?
Yeah, that's a...
lactating moms are fine, but for pregnant women, they're not required to do any additional treatments when they're pregnant. You don't want to interfere with nature's, yeah.
Okay.
And just one more question. Now, for the infrared rays, I read somewhere, is it true that people actually produce it naturally as well?
Yes. So infrared rays are actually in your body. Like I was showing someone the other day, if you rub your palms together, there is this core heat that is
And
generated.
then we put it on your...
For the
Exactly.
palm
That's
healing.
why some masseurs do that to you, and you feel all nice and...
Exactly. It's that same feel-good, feeling. Feel-good feeling.
We produce it naturally. Do we need more?
Yes, because as you age and with the current lifestyle, the natural rays actually, the energy level of the cells actually goes down.
Right.
So what you're actually doing when you sit inside the cabin is actually charging yourself back with
Right.
optimum energy. And that's why most of our clients and customers who come in, after sitting for 30 minutes, they say, wow, I feel good and I feel so energized and I have energy for the whole day. I don't feel tired. One of the first things you'll experience is you will not feel tired.
Right.
And you'll have a very good sleep that night. So you are always rejuvenated, you're always looking healthy and you have enough energy for the whole day.
It's always a challenge these days, I think,
Yeah.
with pollution and also sometimes.
But for me
not
as
having the
well,
good food.
it's the practical aspect, because I don't need to go out of the home, my house, because you have it installed in the house, and you don't need to wait.
And it doesn't take much of the space.
It's
and
only,
It doesn't.
the way it's designed is that you can just pop it in a corner of the room,
Right.
so there you are. You just need yourself. You don't need to wait for a friend, you don't need to wait for a trainer, you don't need to wait for anything or anyone.
Playing devil's advocate here, sometimes when they say with exercise, you
Yeah.
can get tremendous benefits, probably sometimes more in that way.
Of course, yes.
Do you miss going out and doing cardio workout, maybe sometimes, 30 minutes?
Well,
a day
the
or-
thing is now, what I'm doing now is that I'm balancing it, because then I'm walking maybe 2 or 3 times a week as well. So that satisfies my craving for the physical aspect of a workout. And then, as I said, it's not like I'm sitting in there just looking pretty and looking
Yeah,
glam.
doing belly dancing as well?
Coming out. Well, yeah, there you go. You see, there is still that slight movement. But what I'm saying is that the therapeutic properties is something that for
Well,
me,
that's
is,
another
yeah.
option that we, as well as viewers at home, can take a look at. We're going to go for a quick break here. Sorry, too many shows. But thank you. We'll be joined later with some other guests to talk more about keeping healthy and maintaining that weight.